Hi there, it's Larry Podzoid again. Let me make a fast impromptu on the spot video update. I had a really good day today, an unusually good day, extraordinarily good day, and then I was socialized, engagement with four different people today at home here. Uh, First was my homemade. Well, two of them are business, two of them are pleasure or social, purely social. They're all four were social though in nature. The way that things work out, work business goes with my health. People like my homemade at first the first 4 hours, from 8 to noon a.m. to noon, and then an hour and a half later I had for an hour the physical therapy evaluator, who we inadvertently got disconnected when they had changed insurance, and uh, things got mixed up in their paperwork, but so we were in the middle of being going through this, and so it was an interesting talk we had for like an hour, and she takes careful notes, and then she types it all in there, and however they figure out what they're going to figure out this time, because the main thing I pointed out to her was that in doing all that physical therapy, I'm not a hard-bodied person, never was, but because of the esteto, the nerves that it turns on in my fingers must run through my arms the way the muscles are pumping up now, where they never did before. The way the muscles are pumping up now, the way they never did before. The steto must go through the nerves, go through the muscles to go to the fingers they restore, and the legs likewise the muscles. This is what I'm telling the physical therapist, and she's saying, very interesting. So so she's taking on assessing all this into her nomenclature of language of her exact science or whatever specialty, I guess you call that, physical therapy. But so I told her the main thing about why I have to stop the therapies is because they're beneficial for a differing length of time, but then at some point when I examine and figure out what is the cause of the extreme pain I'm beginning to have, it's one of the physical therapy exercises. So what do you do then when that happens? So we focused on that, and how they'll assess this or how they figure it out from the notes she takes on her tablet. I don't know what they do. So she said the other one will be back next week, for a couple of weeks anyway, and see what they can do to figure out. Because my point was, when do you consider it irretractable, where you can't retrieve the back condition then, if it's the case every time? The beneficial exercise becomes extremely painful, as what's happened twice now. So, so they're thinking about that on their end, and it was an interesting conversation. And met my social needs for the day with the friend who stopped over afterwards, an hour or so later, and then another neighbor friend who's back home now and stopped in again. So just the point to this was, my social needs for the day were met finally enough, and it makes a huge difference on how what appears around me appears in perspective, or what is around me, the world around me. My world appears in perspective now because I've been socialized enough. That's how crucial it is for anybody's mental health, for mine anyway. So I'm having a fine day today. Thank you all. You know who you are for being there. Thank you if you are.